Let's get to the big stock stories of the day. NVIDIA and AMD shares sliding both morning.
So let's take a look at our interactive stock market heat map brought to you by...
So you want to make money in the stock market? All right. Global warming isn't real. However, let's pretend for a second that it is. Given that global warming might be real, and I'm using air quotes, could that possibly affect the price of certain commodities? Greta Thunberg, the leading quant finance girl in the industry, said, "Buy calls on everything as the market is going to go up. Like the Earth's temperature." A certainty like this is unheard of. We humans will continue to drive around in our Ford F-150s to pick up our third batch of groceries from both Hellmart and Practice Target. All while doing so, giving our precious Earth a nice little line of carbon dioxide that will heat it up. Oh my god, I could have made so much money off this. No! Looking at the price, for example, for cocoa beans, we can see that it has an explosive growth. And well, let's see why. Cocoa beans grow in what's commonly known as the Cocoa Belt in West Africa. About 80% of the world's cocoa beans are produced here, which means that essentially, the price of cocoa is largely correlated with whatever this area throws out. Knowing that, we can get to check into how much have they actually thrown out. The top producers of cocoa is on this chart. Looking around, I see a lack of growth. And as an intellectual that has read Animal Farm and Rich Dad Poor Dad, I know growth is everything. The only country on this chart that has any significant growth in cocoa production is Côte d'Ivoire. This means that one thing your stock portfolio in cocoa production has in common is a severe lack of diversification. Now, just a reminder, cocoa production's lack of diversification is a result of where and how the crop can be produced, while yours is simply a lack of multitasking skills and that monkey brain only having one firing neutron at a time. Neutron? Neuron. But alas, how can we maybe make money here? Without even attempting to claim that I know anything to do with farming, in this video I'm just giving you a little sense of what you could look for when doing your own due diligence. The market is perfect, nearly perfect. Everything is priced in, and yes, even this video is already priced in. But how well? Understanding that you know nothing about what's going to happen in the future and that your drawings on charts mean absolutely nothing can give you an edge. We want to exploit price sensitivity in the market. A quick glance at an Investopedia article tells me nothing, as some of the words like sensitivity and price are a bit difficult to understand, but I'll give it a shot. Knowing that some consumers are price sensitive and not price sensitive allows us to make an idea. This idea being that institutional hedging traders, quant interests, and other big words might actually be worried about large movements in the price of the underlying asset, such as cocoa. These price-insensitive consumers might actually want to hedge against the rise in cocoa prices and might not actually be worried about being perfect in their solution to this problem. That's where you come in. Acting like an insurance company, you will sell out the money call options to these large manufacturers of chocolate, collecting a premium along the way, because implied volatility is always usually larger than realized volatility. As long as nothing happens to the cocoa market that is too drastic, like a severe drought or a disease that kills cocoa plants, you should be fine. So I'm going to do that right now. Wait. What the fuck? Oh my god, what's happening? Oh no. Oh. So, you want to make money in the stock market? Well, you came to the right place. The easiest way is to do like me. Sit outside the New York Stock Exchange and sometimes the guy in suits might actually give you a penny here and there. So far I'm up infinite percentages, and these gains are real, trust me. I started with $0 today and I'm up to 89 cents. I guarantee you won't find these percentages anywhere else. Thank you for watching. I hope this brain rot video at least gave you something you can think about. I don't know what you can think about from this, except like the news and what not to tie. But like, you know, I hope it's a decent one. Thumbs up if you liked. I'll get you some actual stock advice eventually. If I'm even allowed to, I don't know. The law is like really confusing right now. I can't read. Bye.